Hello and welcome into your reading, Aries. This is Lauren the Mystic, and I am being guided to bring forward some oracle readings today in honor of the Aries Full Moon that will be occurring tomorrow. And I typically am going to be reading for rising signs, but I do welcome you in for any Aries sun signs, any Aries moons. Feel free to listen to your messages. I have just meditated over and pre-shuffled the decks. I know that can sometimes be something a little sensitive to listen to all the shuffling. So I've got the cards ready to go and we're ready to get into your reading. And so we're tuning in to this first lunation following eclipse season, and it is a super full moon in Aries in your sign. And let's take a look at what your moon card is. Look at that. Surrender to the divine. Full moon energy. So allowing yourself to surrender, bringing the energy and maybe the action step of surrendering in terms of giving, I like to meditate. I like to spend that time. This is just confirming it. This is, I'm jumping ahead a little, but this is your Earth Magic Oracle card. And the message is reflection. And combined with the energy of, the full moon here. Just that energy of the light that's reflecting. So across this axis in your life, which within the zodiac wheel, this will be the axis of Libra and Aries, Aries Libra, and the North Node is in your sign right now. And so perhaps there is something that you're in the process of surrendering that will take you through the period of winter solstice here. So let's see what other messages we have for you, Aries. And please, if you are enjoying this reading, if you find it to be supportive, I am just now growing my channel and would really appreciate any likes, any comments, any subscribes or shares to the videos. That truly does help. Oh, wow. Okay. So your first oracle card, these oracles here are from the Starseed Oracle deck, and they are really, what I'm feeling is they're really speaking to what is underway in terms of your personal soul growth work right now. The process that you've been maybe perhaps being led through this eclipse season. And so the first card out is Water Your Garden, and it's all about your self-care routine, but at that deeper soul level of what do you need for your spirit to feel good, so that you're nourishing your body, your mind, your heart space, your spiritual aspect of self. So what can you do to water your own personal garden and treat yourself as that garden? And as I'm getting the visual of this, I'm being reminded of the process of gardening, of planting seeds, of tending to those seeds, and knowing, our seeds, those are our intentions that we're planting, that we are nourishing and working to grow and build in our life. And sometimes that seed might take a while to gestate. Sometimes it needs a while before it begins to grow. And so as that's happening, what are you doing to tend to that garden space, to continue to feed it nourishment, to continue to weed the garden from any toxic debris perhaps that just doesn't belong there? So treating yourself as if you are that garden and just really nourishing yourself, nourishing your body, treating your heart with tenderness, treating your mental aspect of self with tenderness, ensuring that you get plenty of rest and are just taking really good care of yourself. And so your second card, look at this energy. Isn't that something? So this is showing me, and it's really giving me the vibes of receiving an incredible activation of self. This card is entitled Star Keeper, and it's speaking to or referring to cosmic ancestors and how you are ultimately this channel for cosmic divine light. Do you see how this is being channeled through this person, and it's coming through the portal of their heart? And so you are perhaps undergoing this journey of recognizing that you yourself are a channel of divine light, and that you are bringing that forward, perhaps even having some type of a spiritual awakening. Yeah, I believe that you are in this process of kind of deepening your relationship with universal forces, with spirit. You're recognizing your own personal magic and abilities. This card is Breath of the Cosmos, and it says, my will to thy will. Basically, it's suggesting again this idea of surrender. I pointed to the wrong card. Surrender, and to stop micromanaging the universe, but to instead allow the universe to flow through you. Seeing how that light is flowing through this person, pouring out then their heart. Allow this breath of the cosmos to pour through you. And so let's take a look at these next cards. These next 3 oracle cards are going to be speaking to if you are on a healing journey, if you are being called into some type of a spiritual awakening, or perhaps you yourself might be a healer or share your gifts in some capacity. This is the Work Your Light deck, and so it really does speak to those who are in this deeper process. Oh, this is beautiful. Your first card is the Sisterhood of the Rose. This card is near and dear to me for unrelated reasons to this deck. I'll go ahead and share a little bit, but I want to first speak to this card. It's speaking of this energy of the priestess, of the mystic, of that wisdom keeper, and that connection to the energy of the goddess. And it is about this Venusian energy, as you see, all this Venusian energy here that is emanating from her heart space. And it looks like it's being carried and linked throughout the hearts of all of these surrounding goddesses, all of these priestesses, these divine feminine forces around. And it's about that devotion to this energy that runs in and through your heart, how you're expressing your heart light, and how your own unique, beautiful wisdom codes come out and through you. I don't want to derail your reading, but the Sisterhood of the Rose is actually an energy that I channel, and that came upon me by surprise about 1.5 years ago, and have linked myself. I have linked this energy to trace back to Mary Magdalene, to Mother Mary, and to the energy of Isis, and this beautiful alchemical magic that really relates to knowing how to work with Kundalini energy, knowing how to work with your personal energy, and being able to tune into your connections from your heart into both the heart of Mother Nature, the Divine Mother, and the natural world. And then also bring that, draw that all up into your heart, and then connect from your heart into the heart of the divine, of cosmic intelligence, of the frequency of God, energy, and Christ consciousness, and pull that back into the heart space as well. And that is really where they are drawing this energetic healing from. It's from that space. Okay, so your next card is Soul Family, and it's about realignment potentially taking place. But it's really you are calling in your tribe, and it's about not going through this process alone and allowing yourself to align into the vibrations that harmonize with you in relationship with other people. Oh, yeah. See, just as I suspected, here's your last card, and it is the initiation. And look at that portal of initiation. Look at what a dark, kind of difficult journey. It looks like a little treacherous through these rocks, through this rocky terrain. There's lightning up in the sky that looks a bit ominous. But through that portal, you can see what appears to be some type of magical paradise awaiting you. And so if you could just make it through this rite of passage. And to me, this speaks to going through a shadow work journey or a dark night of the soul. Perhaps what you're surrendering to the divine is this feeling of not knowing, of holding yourself back from these connections, because all of these cards are really speaking to the spiritual initiation that you might be undertaking and going through, and how it seems to be this ascension journey path that you are on right now, where you are meant to be focusing on your personal self-care, calling in your connections, allowing yourself to open yourself up as a channel, and then project that light from your heart portal, surrendering into the flow of the universal energy, not trying to fight against anything that might be going on within the external world, but coming into the knowing that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, aligning you into your higher, more beneficial frequency that's going to ultimately support you going forward. So initially, it does seem dark and difficult when we are releasing things of the past, when we are recognizing that perhaps we are needing to locate new soul family who vibrate with us from a more heart-centered space, a space that really recognizes and honors and holds that kind of devotional love that we are really seeking to express and experience. And so let's just get an advice card from the Astral Realm Crystal Oracle deck before we go. And this I'll just do as I'm shuffling, just gently asking for Aries. The Aries Collective. What is their advice, Spirit? Okay, we've got card 31. So number 31 might be of significance to you. This is a card entitled Trust. Again, trusting in the universe, trusting in what's happening. I may not pronounce this right, but it's the stone is the shell. It's ammonite. And this is related to Pallas, the asteroid. Is it an asteroid or is it a fixed star? But it's Pallas. And so allowing yourself to trust your own higher aspect that's speaking to you through your intuitive nudges, through your intuitive knowings, releasing that egoic hold over anything that's no longer serving you, and just allow yourself to enjoy the process of becoming, coming into deeper contact with your divine essence of self. So, Aries, I hope that this supports you in your journey. If you found it beneficial, I truly would appreciate any likes, any shares, and would love for you to subscribe to the channel. I hope to bring forward some cool readings like this that will help us to kind of take a deeper dive into what's coming up energetically. And I wish you a beautiful full moon in Aries. Take good care. Bye-bye.